Taking a look on the roads, we got a couple of, in Manhattan, you just can't keep people off the roads no matter what you do. You got your buses out here. That's a good sign. So if you do need to catch a bus, you've got actual cars and trucks trying to make deliveries, as is always the case in the city. As I'm looking at the snow, the streets, by the way, obviously they're snow covered. It does look like the recording at Central Park has been at about 5 inches, and that's been the case for about the past 45 minutes or so. I don't think we've added too much to that. We might be at about 5.5 inches in Central Park, but that's about it. Snow covered everywhere. Let's take a look. Everybody was wondering, did we have a blizzard out on Long Island? Blizzard warning still in effect, very close. We've been creeping up and hitting the criteria and then bouncing back off. First off, you need visibilities down to a quarter mile. Not the case. The only place we've got visibility down to a quarter mile is here in the city. So no blizzard right now for Long Island. Wind gusts, you need that in excess of 35. So we're a little bit below that criteria as well. Very close to a blizzard. Certainly, I wouldn't go outside if somebody didn't kick me outside, but it's awfully cold. It's awfully windy. It's not good. It's not a blizzard, but it's not good. Back to you. I'll be up, warming up in just a second.
Church, I like you say just say no. I say just say stay. Don't leave your house if you don't have to. Not worth it. A live look at ferry service. Now, New Jersey
storm is. It continues to intensify the storm and move away from us, though, and that's its way through Warren County, through northwest New Jersey and Sussex County as well, working its way into northern sections of Morris County. The city, it's still snowing, but it has gotten a little bit lighter. These brighter bands of snow, we see one starting to push offshore now through Suffolk County, and the last one's kind of moved off the Jersey shore, and most of the heavier stuff is out to sea right now. So this thing is starting to wrap on up to the west of us, and probably in the city in the next couple of hours, and then lastly out across Long Island, we will see things improve in terms of the snowfall. But the problem is the wind will stay gusty, and the other problem is the snow is so fine and so powdery, it will continue to blow around. So we get what are called almost like ground blizzard conditions, meaning it's not from the snow coming out of the sky, it's from the
out there. It's also very dangerous.
Yeah, New York City Public Schools, we want to mention. City schools closed today. It's a snow day, so the kids got 1 day back in 2014. Now they get a 3-day weekend. Let's go back to Mike Woods, because we're not just talking about the snowfall, which is still coming down. We're talking about the temperature and the wind.
The temperature and the wind is a big deal out there. So if you want to need to venture out, you definitely need to layer it up. That's for sure. And yeah, hopefully you can just kind of duck this thing for. Actually, it's going to be windy and cold throughout the entire day. So unfortunately, you're not catching a break from that. Now the snow is making its move through. We still have some moderate and even some heavier bands of snow, especially in eastern Long Island. But it's starting to ease up for you out to the west. It looks like it's easing up, even starting to dry up for you in the extreme northwestern sections of New Jersey at this point in time. And the snow won't be around for too much longer, so just keep that in mind. Now, what we have going on is that coastal storm wrapping up and pulling out to sea, and we are going to see drier skies coming to us here by around, I'd say, 8 to 9 o'clock. A lot of us have that snow coming to a close. Check out your temp, though. You've got 11 degrees out at Central Park. Same thing for you in Islip. That's your actual temperature. Throw the wind in on top of that, and it is quite windy. Look at these winds coming in from the north at around 10, 15, 20 degrees only. That's ridiculous, but yeah, this is the bottom line. You got to layer it up on a morning like this, and this is what to wear. As Steve Keeley just said, I didn't have a comforter, but I did say, you know what, definitely pull out the hats, the scarves, the gloves, all sorts of layers, as our high temp today will be 16. The low tonight drops down to 5. That is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm being a little silly. I really did.
No, that's ridiculous, what we're seeing.
You don't want to get caught out there not having enough.
Why are you wearing ski
everything
goggles?
you got. The goggles, too. You know what? The snow is blowing around there, so it definitely fits.
Yeah, you're right. You're
there
right.
You
It
go.
does. Umbrella, yeah.
All right, all set for it. And here, you want to borrow my scarf? I actually have that scarf that I was wearing right there.
Oh, really?
Right
But you don't wear scarves. Okay,
I do today.
I'll borrow it. Okay.
All right, there you go. All right, Inez, all set up with the commute. Hey, what's going on with that? And see, she's taking my advice.
I'm going to take his advice, and I'm going to wear the scarf right now. What you're looking at is the Long Island Expressway here. This is traffic. It's closed till 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'm seeing cars there. If you're driving on the LI, they can't close every ramp, but if you're driving on the LI, you're going to be in big trouble. They can pull you over and get a nice little summons. This camera shot here is by Powell's Lane, and actually, I've been seeing some cars. You can see right there. Hopefully, he's an emergency personnel traveling around that area. Yeah, we do have MTA out there trying to work things. We have some video, actually. They just posted this on Twitter from Vine there. They're out there trying to clear away the switches. There have been some subway disruptions because of signal problems there, but the crews...
So as a precaution, Governor Cuomo has shut down the Long Island Expressway. The roadway is not expected to reopen until at least 8 this morning. Fox 5's Lydia Serrani is in Farmingville, Long Island, right by the entrance, the on-ramp to the expressway, freezing her face off, literally. Lydia, how's it going?
It's going as well as it can go when you're standing outside in the freezing cold and blizzard-like conditions. But no, you know what? We're dressed well, and we're very safe. And we actually slept here in Long Island. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to get here because, as you mentioned, Governor Cuomo, he shut down the LIE starting at midnight. And originally, it was supposed to be closed until 5 a.m., but they extended it. Officials extended it until 8 a.m. You can see we actually saw some, I would say they're crazy people, driving on the LIE, and you could face criminal penalties, according to the governor. If you drive on roads that were closed down by the state, you could face some criminal penalties. We did see a couple of plows go through, and if you we see a couple of cars on the LIE right there. So apparently people are not looking at these bright signs that are flashing telling you that it's closed until 8 a.m. What's really hard about driving in this, it's not even just the snow, it's the wind. The wind is whipping, so visibility is extremely poor. Just standing here talking to you, the wind is blowing in my face with the snow, so it's kind of hard to even see the camera. Never mind if you're driving, but that's what's really making it pretty difficult to drive is definitely the wind, and of course the wind chill itself. It's very cold, as you mentioned, Juliet. I am freezing my face off. Fortunately, everything else is covered up. That's the latest here. Back to you in the nice and warm studio.
She needs a comforter.
She
like
does.
Steve Keeley.
She does. Lydia Serrani out in Suffolk County. Lydia, thanks very much. All right, this storm, of course, the first big test for new mayor Bill de Blasio on just his third day in office.
Yes, de Blasio is saying city agencies are laser focused on handling this storm. City schools are closed. Once again, city schools are closed. That happened just a little while ago. Fox 5's Robert Moses is in Sunset Park in Brooklyn with more. Good morning once again, Robert.
Hey, Juliet and Ben, good morning to you. Listen to this statistic. As of 4 a.m. today, there were nearly 2,500 plows out on city streets. So that gives you an idea of just how Herculean this task really is. Let's situate you with where we are. We're at 59th Street and 4th Avenue in Sunset Park. And these side streets are really not good. You can see how deep the snow is over here. That is the latest. Live from 59th Street and 4th Avenue in Sunset Park this morning. Ben and Juliet, back to you.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. We'll check back with you in a little bit as our team coverage continues. And as you'd expect with this winter storm comes flight delays and cancellations. My relatives are not coming, unfortunately, from Michigan. We've got 1,500 flights canceled nationwide. You're looking at a live picture. This is Newark Airport. Conditions there are dire. Snow.
Good 5-6 inches at least, and cars are still trying to trek by from time to time. And I notice a lot of folks are smart there. If they are moving their cars, they left their cars in the overnight hours with the windshield wipers up, and they knock the snow off the cars. Make sure you do that. If you do have to get in the car a little bit later on, you don't want to create any additional road hazards out there. But here's what we've seen so far. These are some of the New York numbers that we've had come to us. 7.3 inches of snow have come to in Bayville, one of the highest totals. I mean, luckily, a lot of folks don't have to go anywhere.
State of emergencies, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people don't. Here's a look at the Garden State Parkway. As far as road conditions, the crews are trying to stay on top of things. This is the Garden State Parkway by a mile marker 136, and we can see some blacktop, so that's some good news. They're out there trying to get things done. Watch out for an accident if you need to head out northbound by exit 120. City with the plow trucks, you end up getting buried in. This took a while, and there's the wipers up, so it's kind of tough out there.
Question, is there or is there not a meter tag on that, underneath all that snow on your dashboard?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. There's
Right.
no meters at 2 o'clock in the
Fair
morning.
enough.
And
Yeah,
out in the garage.
Inez.
All right, we'll check back with Inez and Mike coming up and our storm team as well. Stay with us.
Of 09, so it's been years since we've been this cold, and remember, with the wind it'll feel cooler. Commissioner Doherty talking about 4 to 8, that's pretty common around the area. 8 to 10 plus, we'll easily see that as well. And also, we've made this point a few times, hard to get an accurate measurement with the wind whipping as it is. More snow for parts of Long Island. That's where the heaviest snow is right now. A gradual clearing underway north and west of the city. In the city still, that light blowing snow continues, and you see pretty good coverage into central and south Jersey. Jersey Shore between 6 and 7 inches of snow. So here's the view at 7 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, that's when we start to see some welcomed clearing, and then into the afternoon, it just continues to clear up, and that should help as we continue to treat those roadways. It's dry Saturday. Just real quickly, Sunday, a mess. By Sunday afternoon, it's sloppy, and then quite a bit of rain into your Monday morning. But even though it's going to be the early morning hours, by then the numbers are up. We're in the 40s Sunday into Monday, but then look at the roller coaster, over a 20-degree drop from Monday morning to Tuesday afternoon.
John, when are we done with this?
Oh, I think by 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay.
Yeah.
Just a few hours away.
But blizzard could
Un frío se va a poner, ¿qué sigue con nosotros? Habrá piso congelante, en fin, que nos cuente Liliana Yen.
Bueno, Rico, estas 24 horas han sido tremendas porque realmente han afectado a 22 estados desde Chicago, Illinois, Indianápolis, Denver, Cleveland, Ohio y también Pensilvania, Nueva York, y el sistema está entrando ya en áreas de Connecticut y Boston. Así que nosotros realmente no nos llevamos la peor parte de este sistema. La mayor acumulación se ha mantenido hacia el norte y partes del norte también upstate New York. Las advertencias continúan en efecto, aviso de tormenta invernal todavía hasta la 1 de la tarde. Así que realmente no hemos salido de este sistema. Nos quedan unas horas más, por lo menos, y especialmente áreas de Long Island todavía pueden esperar todavía nieve. A esta hora 12 grados, los vientos de 35 cuadramiento alterno. Hoy están suspendidas las escuelas cerradas. Aquí estamos cada 10 minutos con tiempo y tránsito en cobertura especial de este primer sistema invernal del 2014. Pasamos al estudio.
Erica, as well.
There's 2 cars.
And a truck.
Yes.
But somebody's out there.
Luckily, it is pretty quiet so that those roads can be cleared without too much trouble for the plow drivers. Of course, they like the clear roads.
Definitely. Meanwhile, New York City public schools will be closed today.
News 4's Tracy Strahan is in Park Slope, Brooklyn, has been there really all morning. And Tracy, what are you seeing in terms of progress being made on the roads?
We have seen actually a couple of passes of sanitation plows here just sporadically, not as often as you think. The sanitation commissioner, of course, saying this is not a day you're going to expect to see blacktop, but you can see the cars are still passing by. This is New York City. It's not like people are going to just take the day off and all stay home. Not everybody has that luxury. We have some video of just how snow-packed the streets are when you hit the door this morning. This is the reason probably that they cancel school for those 1 million kids. Absolutely snow-packed, and the drifting snow is going to make visibility a particular hazard. We mentioned earlier that we had a delivery truck skid into our live truck, take off the side mirror completely, even had to file a police report on that one. He was going probably a little too fast, and you know, with us parked on the corner, you have that type of problem. We have some video when we were driving, even across the Brooklyn Bridge. There are a lot of snow on the roads already. We're actually in Mayor Bill de Blasio's neighborhood, soon to be former neighborhood. He campaigned.
Yeah, and Tracy, we spoke to the deputy chancellor a little earlier. She was saying the very, very cold temperatures and low attendance yesterday, actually, 2 of the main reasons that school is closed today. Have you run into anyone who is up and out early asking about school? And tell me a little bit more about just how it feels outside.
You know, I actually on Twitter had people saying to me, why would anyone want to have a preschooler or even a grade school kid out at a bus stop when the temperatures feel? When we were with you earlier, all of a sudden the wind gusted, and you know, that's the big problem today. Those gusts, when they hit, they chill you right on down to the core. There's a little bit more coming my way right now, and you can see it's going to be like that all morning long.
All right, Tracy Strahan, thank you very much. You know, she reminds me, I was in a middle school in the Bronx in New York City, and I didn't get a school bus, so I had to take 2 buses, and that's a 45-minute trip it took. So when you think about what Tracy said, kids standing outside waiting for school buses or city buses or whatever it is they need to wait for at this hour, not in this weather.
No, especially with all the skidding and the buses themselves having trouble getting through.
For sure. All right, it's 5:57. We're going to take a break, and as we go to break, live pictures from Mineola on Long Island. Lauren's hometown. You're watching Today in New York.
11's team coverage of Winter Storm 2014. begins now.
Chester, Mike Gilliam is live at LaGuardia Airport, where there have been a slew of cancellations. Lisa Mateo standing.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough out there, especially overnight tonight. Blizzard warning remains in effect for Long Island. At this point, we've kind of gotten up to the blizzard parameters and then we drop off. In order to be an actual blizzard, you need the conditions to last for a sustained period of 3 hours. We have not seen that. We've just seen it intermittently getting up to a blizzard. I want to run them down for you. Blizzard warning remaining in effect out on Long Island. Visibility has to be a quarter of a mile or less. Good news in New York City. Finally improving on our visibility. Snow should be ending at around 9 o'clock. Half mile. So parameters for a blizzard down to a quarter mile. Not meeting that parameter at this point. Winds in excess of 35 miles per hour. At this point, we're down around 15 to about 20. So we're off there. I do think we will see some blowing and drifting snow at least until noontime, and then at noontime the wind will back off. The temperature
not be underestimated, especially when you're on the roads, because it can sneak up on you and really decrease.
Especialmente en dirección.
Mucho cuidado. Aquí podemos ver lo que nos espera para el día de hoy. Todavía tenemos esos fuertes vientos durante todo el día. Ya para la hora del almuerzo quizás vamos a ver cielos soleados, pero el frío todavía se va a mantener con nosotros para esta noche. Temperaturas que una vez más se van a sentir bajo cero. En cuanto a las condiciones del tráfico, vamos a ver qué tenemos por ahí, porque por supuesto cada vez que cae nieve, especialmente en el North, el Long Island Railroad y el New Jersey Transit, todo están corriendo en horario de fin de semana, lo que significa que algunas líneas no están corriendo. Los ferries de Haverstraw y también de Newburgh no están corriendo a esta hora. Recuerde que las reglas de estacionamiento también han sido suspendidas, pero todavía tiene que ponerle monedas a estos parquímetros. Ahora continuamos con Yaima y con Alan.
Soy Mariela, bienvenidos al Toyota Tona, el evento más grande del año. Felicidades.
Gracias.
Nos apuramos por las grandes ofertas.
Y para comenzar lo nuestro con un confiable Toyota.
Tenemos una gran variedad para elegir. Vamos. ¿Sí?
Llévate un Camry 2014 con...
For Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, not here in New York City. It has happened before, and well, it's going to be happening here for the next couple of days. We're going to be seeing wind chills down 10, 15, 20 below zero.
But it's serious stuff, and hypothermia is the issue, so let's really quickly get to that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's when your body temperature drops below 95 degrees. So obviously you want to combat that. Wear lots of layers. You want to make sure those layers are loose fitting, and what that does is it actually creates an insulation layer.
You're trapping your own body heat.
The warmth
You're
in
your
there.
own heater. So
exactly. So you want to keep that in place. You also want to stay dry during this whole ordeal, because if you get wet, obviously you're going to chill off very quickly. Signs of hypothermia, obviously shivering is one of the...
Yeah, that's one I would guess, yeah.
When the kids' teeth are chattering, it may be a sign to come on inside.
But these are interesting. I didn't realize
confusion and slurred speech. Your brain and your motor skills actually start to become impaired when the cold hit you. So obviously when you're out the longer, you start to feel that. You can't make normal good decisions.
Right.
It's probably time to call it quits and come inside.
And change of color of your skin too. What would we look for in that?
Yes, I mean some of us are obviously white and a little bit reddish, but if you're a little bit redder than normal, you're going to be dealing with...
Yeah, you go out in the cold, you'll turn bright red in no time. But
when I turn purple, that's when you know
serious
it's time
stuff.
to call it quits.
But again, it is serious cold out there, and thanks for joining us with these points. Again, Lauren, from Minnesota, he's well experienced with 30 and 40 below wind chills.
Ooh.
Another expertise.
Oh, I'm glad that I am
not. Good ones.
Oh, no, thank you, Steve. Thank you for all of that information. We do have plenty of troubles out there on the roads. We're going to start with a live look outside at the George Washington Bridge, where you can see it's low visibility. The good news is not many people are out there, but there is a 35-mile-per-hour speed restriction in place. There's also one on the Tappan Zee Bridge, and then 25 miles per hour on the Goethals, the Outer Bridge Crossing, and the Bayonne Bridge. We have some delays, especially on our buses this morning. New Jersey Transit is reporting 30-minute delays on their buses in northern New Jersey. Also, New York City Transit buses, no limited bus service this morning, so only local stops. We will also talk about subways. Plenty of problems there as well. No service on the L train between Broadway Junction and Rockaway Parkway. That's due to signal problems. Also, the Q and 6, there's delays on southbound trains, and the S is running on the A line between Broad Channel and Euclid Avenue. In addition to that, you have 1, 2, 4, and 5 trains are running local only. In fact, Governor Cuomo just released that all trains will be running local only on the subways this morning. As the morning rush starts, that will change later in the day. We'll take a look at your commuter checklist for anyone getting on the major commuter lines. Metro North and LIRR both running on a weekend scheduled. NJ Transit has an enhanced weekend schedule. They're also cross-honoring system-wide. PATH, you could see some possible delays. Right now, they're on or close to schedule. They're cross-honoring New Jersey Transit tickets as well, so if you want to get on that. And Staten Island Ferry commuters, there's a moderated schedule this morning. The boats will leave every 20 minutes. Darlene and Erica, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you very much. We're going to head down to Longport, New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I want to check in with our sister stations, WCAU's Matt DeLucia, who's standing by kind of just south of Atlantic City in Longport, New Jersey. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Darlene and Erica. We're about 5 miles south of Atlantic City. It is very cold, it is windy, and the snow is still falling here. I want to give you a look here. We're right along the ocean. This is 11th Avenue and Atlantic Avenue, if you're familiar with this area of Longport. And I'll tell you, most people, they come down here because it's a nice summer destination, but not today. You see that surf there just churning up because of the storm activity that we have out here, and that wind is just blowing that snow. We have a lot of snow drifts out here, and a lot of these side streets, they were not plowed up until just a few minutes ago. This road just finally got a plow to come through about 10 to 15 minutes ago, but we still have a lot of that slick black ice that is also forming out here on the roadways. The Atlantic City Expressway, as we were coming in from Philadelphia, that was also slick as well. A lot of plows hadn't yet already been on that roadway. But since in this area right now, Darlene and Erica?
Matt, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of activity there. You mentioned a lot of people not at their summer homes, obviously.
No.
What about schools, people getting on the roads to go to work, wherever it is they need to be? Did you see where it might have been busy on your way into your location?
Surprisingly, no. I mean, it was not busy at all. A lot of schools in this area, down to the shore points like this area here, where you factor in the wind. Not only is it cold to be outside, but it's cold to be in your car when you're in that vehicle sliding around. It is not a good situation at all. So stay inside if you can.
All right, Matt DeLucia reporting from Longport, New Jersey. Thanks so much for that report, Matt.
As we go to break, more live pictures from Comac, Long Island. Again, the LIE closed this morning until 8 a.m. You are watching Today in New York.
In a moment, the world can change.
And you need a news team who speaks your language.
News 4 New York
On Telemundo Nueva York are working together for you.
From today's top stories to tomorrow's biggest trends.
From clear skies
to severe weather, we bring you stories
that hit close to home.
even if home is far away. Because no matter where you are,
we're here to keep you connected.
News 4 New York.
And Telemundo Nueva York, together we're working for you.
It's the greatest 8 seconds in sports. The PBR Built Ford Tough Series is back.
Grocery store clerks. It'll be $23.50. Now 75, 23.75. Hold them, hey to get down 23.75, 24, hey, $24, 24 and a quarter, now half, 24 and a half and 75 and 25, now a quarter, hey, 26 and a quarter, hold them, hey to get down 20. You want to do it? 5 and a quarter. Sold to the man in the khaki jacket.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you. Well, you know. 24, hey, $24.25. 24 and a half and 75 and 25. Now a quarter. Hey, 26 and a quarter. Don't pay to get down 20. You want to do it? 5 and a quarter. Sold to the man in the khaki jacket. Geico. 15 minutes could save you. Well, you know.
24, hey, $24, 24 and a quarter, now half, 24 and a half and 75 and 25. Now a quarter, hey, 26 and a quarter. Don't pay to get down 20. You want to do it? 5 and a quarter. Sold to the man in the khaki jacket.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you. Well, you know.